Hey David, is 10 a.m. tomorrow still good for you? If you're too busy, don't push yourself, okay? Mom and I can go by ourselves. I know how packed your schedule has been lately.
There's no way the eldest son isn't going to visit Dad's grave on the anniversary of his death. Don't worry, I rushed through the cases I was working on today. I cleared my entire calendar for tomorrow.
That's my overachiever brother for you. But seriously, are you okay? With all the wedding prep lately, you haven't had much time to rest, have you? You've been working crazy hours.
The wedding stuff is fine. Ashley's been taking the lead on everything. Honestly, I don't really know what to do with wedding planning anyway. I don't have any strong preferences, so her taking charge and making all the decisions has been a huge help. She's been amazing about it, actually.
Is that really okay? You know, I have a friend who still resents her husband for not being involved in their wedding planning. She brings it up like every time we hang out.
That's terrifying. I make sure to actively listen and give input so she doesn't resent me. I just let her make the final calls since she cares more about the details. So about tomorrow, I should pick you up and then Mom at our house at 10, and then we'll all go to the cemetery together, right? That's still the plan?
Actually, about that, I'm already at Mom's place right now. I was planning to stay overnight and go to the cemetery with you tomorrow.
I see. So it'll just be you and Mom in the car then?
Yep, please and thank you.
I was gonna stop by your place before Mom's anyway, so this actually saves me a trip. More efficient this way.
You know, you're kind of perfect. I know it's weird for your sister to say this, but you're like the ideal man. You've got everything women want. Caring, reliable, responsible.
Ideal? Really? I don't think I'm quite that impressive. I'm just doing what anyone would do.
Are you kidding? You're tall, you went to a top university, and you have high income.
There are more men out there who are capable.
What are you even saying? You're someone who graduated from a prestigious law school and is doing great as a lawyer. Plus, you can cook and do housework, and you're considerate of others.
You want something from me? This is a lot of flattery all of a sudden.
Nothing like that. I'm just being honest. You know what? My classmates used to bug me all the time asking me to introduce them to you, like constantly. It got annoying, honestly.
Wait, I was popular? I had no idea.
Even Ashley said you were perfect and that meeting someone as amazing as you was like winning the lottery. She seemed so happy.
That's kind of embarrassing. She really said that. Oh, speaking of which, about next month's wedding, Ashley and I will be heading to the venue early, so can I count on you to help Mom get there?
Huh?
Is that not convenient? I can arrange something else if you're busy.
No, it's just... Wait, the wedding is next month?
What? I sent you an invitation. Ashley handled all the seating arrangements. She said she made the seating chart and everything.
When next month?
The second Saturday.
Oh, good, I'm free that day. I just asked Mom too, and she says she's available. We haven't made any plans.
That's a relief. It would have been really awkward if the family section was completely empty. That would have looked so strange. But anyway, that's weird. Was it a mistake?
Maybe it was that thing.
What thing?
There was a news story recently about a mail carrier who was slacking off at work and threw away some of the mail they were supposed to deliver. Just dumped it all in a trash can. Can you believe that? Ashley probably assumed that since we're family, even if we didn't RSVP, she could count on us being there. She probably thought it was fine not to follow up.
People actually do stuff like that? That's insane! Sorry, I should have checked with you earlier. I should have confirmed directly.
Mom and I were actually wondering when the wedding was. We thought maybe you were still finalizing the date. We should have just asked.
I'll let Ashley know too. The seating chart is probably already done, so it should be fine. But I want to make sure there are no other issues.
Good thing we found out today.
I'll bring the invitation details with me tomorrow. Time, dress code, venue address, all of it.
Okay, I'll keep my whole schedule clear for that day. Mom's really excited to see you get married.
Thanks, that means a lot. See you tomorrow, then.
And I was doing so well keeping it hidden until now. When I heard about the cemetery visit for the death anniversary, I had a bad feeling. I should have gone with you to keep an eye on things. I knew something would go wrong.
Huh? Ashley? Is this really you?
I can't believe you found out about the wedding. Obviously, you didn't get invitations because I never sent them. Invitations cost money, you know. Why would I waste money on people I don't want there?
What? Ashley, what are you talking about? And why are you suddenly texting me out of the blue? What's going on? Wait, did someone hack your phone? This doesn't sound like you at all.
Of course it's me. Who else would it be?
You're acting completely different from when we met. You were so sweet and kind before. What happened?
I was putting on an act in front of David, but this is just texting one-on-one. No need to pretend, right? Unless you're not thinking of tattling on me, are you? That would be really pathetic.
Putting on an act? Tattling? I don't understand what's happening right now. And this is all of a sudden.
Explaining everything is such a drag, so I'll just cut to the chase. I don't want you people at the wedding. Can you just not come? It would make everything so much easier.
Not come? You can't be serious.
I figured now's as good a time as any to cut ties between David and your family. Clean break, fresh start.
Cut ties? Why would you do that? We're his family.
Because single-parent families are basically the bottom of society, aren't they? Everyone knows that.
Excuse me? What did you just say?
Sure, David turned out fine despite being raised by a single mom. He's the exception, not the rule, but not everyone does. Look at you. You're just some office worker. Nothing special. And your mom's a shut-in in a wheelchair. Not exactly the image I want associated with my wedding.
Hold on! Mom is still working. She works from home. She's not a shut-in.
Working from home barely counts as real work. It's basically retirement with a computer. But you know what I really hate? Having parents sitting in the family section when they're not even a complete set. My parents will be there, and I have all these surprises planned for them. But if there's only a mother on David's side, honestly, it'd be better if no one showed up. For appearances, you know, people will talk.
Appearances? You're worried about appearances? Do you hear yourself right now?
Anyway, that's the situation. Don't come to the wedding. Just stay home.
You're saying I can't witness my own brother's wedding as his sister? That's what you're telling me?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Stop leeching off him. I don't know how long you were planning to mooch off him, but David isn't the kind of person who should have parasites like you hanging on. He deserves better than that.
We're not parasites. How dare you? First of all, the reason our father isn't around is because he died in an accident, and that was 5 years ago. Both David and I were already adults when it happened. We were independent.
So what? Dead is dead.
Mom is in a wheelchair because she was in that same accident with Dad, so we never struggled financially growing up. Mom may use a wheelchair now, but she still works hard and supports herself. She's incredibly independent.
Having a mother in a wheelchair sitting in the family section, just thinking about it looks terrible. And dealing with wheelchair accommodations is such a hassle. The venue would have to make special arrangements. Besides, I've been in a car accident too, you know. So I understand what it's like.
That's news to me. David never mentioned it.
5 years ago, actually. I was driving in the rain when some pedestrians suddenly jumped out in front of me. Total scam artists, I'm sure. I swerved to avoid them, hit a utility pole, damaged my car. I even got whiplash and it was a nightmare. Had to deal with that for months.
Then you should understand how serious accidents can be. You should have empathy.
Accidents happen all the time. It's not something to make a big sob story about. Are you going to play the tragic heroine whose father died in an accident? Using that to keep leeching off David, making him feel guilty so he keeps giving you money? From now on, his time and money should be spent on me alone, not on you and your needy mother.
So that's your real concern. I see now. This isn't about appearances at all. You just can't stand the thought of David caring about us or spending any time or money on his family. You want him all to yourself.
And you've been hiding what an annoying woman you are from me this whole time, playing the sweet sister act. We both put on acts, so we're even.
I never put on any act. I've been nothing but genuine with you.
Whatever. I'm asking you straight up, but are you still planning to come to the wedding? Yes or no?
If David is getting married, then...
Fine. Do whatever you want. I'll do whatever I want, too. Ugh, you're just like those scam artists from 5 years ago. There was a man and a woman, and the woman was so shrill and annoying. She had this thick country accent, so I could barely understand what she was saying anyway. Just shrieking nonsense. Whatever. Don't say I didn't warn you. I mean it. If you show up to the wedding, you're going to regret it.
I honestly didn't think you'd actually not prepare seats for us. You're only making yourself look bad. The venue staff is so confused right now.
I honestly didn't think you'd actually have the nerve to show up. Someone from the bottom of society like you. You're so shameless. I told you, didn't I? That I'd do things my way. I warned you.
Don't you think this is childish? This is embarrassing for everyone.
Childish? How? I'm just protecting my special day.
To get your way, you're going to inconvenience so many people. The venue staff, the other guests.
You're the one causing problems. I'm the victim here, being harassed by someone so inconsiderate. I told you not to come, but you showed up anyway. You ignored my clear instructions.
When David told us about the wedding, he looked so happy. I couldn't get that out of my head. I kept quiet until now, but honestly, I don't want to think of you as family, not after everything you've said.
What a coincidence. I don't want to think of you as family either. We agree on something finally. You remodeled your house to make it wheelchair accessible, didn't you? I know David paid for that. That money could have been spent on me instead, on our honeymoon, on our future home. You're planning to keep mooching off him whenever you need money, aren't you? Every time something breaks, you'll call David.
David paid for the remodel?
Who else could afford it besides him with his lawyer's salary? Your mom certainly can't afford it working from home. You're just going to keep hitting David up for cash whenever you want, right? And the wedding is a chance for a fancy free meal. That's why you wanted to come so bad, huh? Such greedy people showing up uninvited. How shameless! Can the parasite family just leave?
We'll leave without being told. We have dignity, even if you don't recognize it.
But leave your wedding gift money. I'll put it to good use.
Looking objectively at the situation, I think it's pretty clear who's actually greedy and shameless here. I don't want to be related to someone who can't see that about themselves. Someone so delusional. So I'll happily cut ties with you.
Great. Make sure you cut ties with my husband, too.
I don't know if Ashley told you, but Mom and I are leaving. We're heading home now.
Why? But the ceremony's about to start. I was just looking for you both.
Apparently, there are no seats for us. She said we weren't invited, that we were parasites, and told us to leave.
What?
Our names weren't on the guest list. The venue staff was completely confused. They kept checking and rechecking. I can't keep causing trouble for them. And since Ashley told us to leave, we're going home. We don't want to ruin your day.
Wait, hold on! Ashley actually said that? Really?
Here's our whole conversation.
This can't be real! I'm reading this, but I can't believe it!
I thought if it made you happy, I should stay quiet about it. I didn't want to ruin things for you. But she's been putting on an act this whole time.
I can't believe this. Parasites? What the hell? I've never thought of you that way, and you've never been a burden to me. Never once!
Nothing I say will get through to her. I tried to reason with her. She's convinced herself of this version of reality, where we're leeches.
I'm sorry. This is awful. I had no idea she felt this way. Can you send me all the screenshots of your conversation with her? Every single message. There's no way I can have a wedding with you and Mom gone. I'm canceling the wedding right now.
And there's one more thing. Something she said that's been bothering me.
What? What else did she say?
She said she was in a car accident 5 years ago. Said some scam artists, a man and a woman, suddenly jumped out in front of her. She swerved and hit a utility pole.
Wait, an accident? I've never heard anything about that. She never mentioned a car accident to me.
She said the woman had a thick country accent and was making a scene.
No way! Helen, you don't think... No, hold on. I need to know for sure. I'm gonna use my connections to look into this.
This is your fault. Because of you, my wedding got canceled and the engagement is off. Everything is ruined. Give me back my perfect catch.
How is this my fault? You did this to yourself.
I know you told David everything. You parasites were about to lose your meal ticket, so you badmouthed me to him. You poisoned him against me. You turned him against me with your lies.
My mother runs a company, and I work under her. How does that make us parasites? Explain that to me.
What? She runs a company? Since when?
She's a CEO working from home. When she needs to go to the office, I drive her. She runs a company with $30 million in annual sales. Why would we need to leech off David? We're financially stable.
Wait, hold on. Nobody told me that.
You just made assumptions and went off calling us bottom feeders. You never bothered to learn anything real about us. Mom actually makes more money than David, significantly more. And of course, Mom paid for the house remodel herself to make it accessible for her needs. David and I offered to help pay, but she wouldn't hear of it. She's very independent.
So he didn't pay for anything?
As family, David does spend time with us sometimes, but I think he prioritized you most of the time. His weekends, his free time, we're doing fine on our own, so I'm pretty sure he spent his time and money on you and himself. Like he should have.
So it was all a misunderstanding? If I tell him it was just a mistake, he'll forgive me. I can fix this.
What? You think this is fixable?
I'll just redo the wedding. We'll start over. Everyone makes mistakes, right?
David called off the engagement. Didn't you two break up? It's over.
Why would I break up? Not with such a great catch. I'm not letting him go.
Well, I'm glad our choice was the right one.
What are you talking about? What choice?
The police have started an investigation into you.
What? The police? For what?
David used his influence and connections. They're pursuing both criminal and civil cases against you. It's already in motion.
Why? Why am I being sued? This is insane.
By the way, Mom is the one filing the civil suit.
You're going to sue me just for not inviting you to a wedding? That's completely excessive! You can't sue someone for that!
No, we're suing you for the accident 5 years ago.
What?
5 years ago, my father and mother were crossing at a crosswalk when a car ran a red light and hit them. It was a hit and run. My father died at the scene. My mother, as you know, has been in a wheelchair ever since.
Wait, that has nothing to do with me!
You said 5 years ago some scam artists ran in front of you, right? A man and a woman, and the woman had a country accent and was making a scene.
Yeah, but...
My mother's family is from the South. She doesn't usually have an accent, but when she goes back home or gets emotional, her Southern accent comes out strong.
Lots of people have Southern accents. That doesn't prove anything.
Also, my mother remembered the car that hit them. After it hit the utility pole, it sped away. She remembered parts of the license plate and some distinctive features of the car. The make, the color, the damage.
Only parts?
It was only partial, so we didn't have solid proof.
And it was just a regular car. Common model, common color.
So the investigation stalled, but now that we have a lead that you might be the culprit, the rest should be easy to investigate. We have a name now, a starting point.
Car accidents aren't that uncommon, and I'm sure there's no evidence left from back then anyway. It was 5 years ago.
We'll see about that, like who you were talking to on your phone during the accident. We can check your location data. Cell tower pings, GPS data. If you were on the phone at the same time and place as my parents' accident, and the person you were talking to heard the crash, that would be solid evidence in court. Witness testimony.
Wait, you're going to check my phone? You can't do that!
David has been getting information from you, like where your old phone from 5 years ago is.
All those questions before he canceled the wedding, that's what they were for? He was investigating me?
The wedding got canceled, but there were relatives and close friends at the venue, so David had no trouble gathering information from 5 years ago. Like how you asked your friend's husband who works at a scrapyard to dispose of your wrecked car 5 years ago.
No.
Or your friend who said they heard a loud noise during your phone call and then you suddenly hung up. The call ended abruptly. Or the friend you told all about the accident.
Wait, that can't be. No! I didn't really run the red light. I just didn't see it, and I only bumped them a little. I tried to avoid them. I turned the wheel. I had no idea it was your parents. How could I have known? I didn't know your father died. I swear I didn't know.
This isn't about the wedding anymore. This is about the hit and run from 5 years ago. This is about justice. The police still have footage from a nearby security camera showing your car, even if it wasn't conclusive evidence at the time. The police and lawyers are moving on this, so you'd better prepare yourself.
This can't be happening. I just didn't want you at the wedding, that's all. Why is this happening to me?
The wedding and the accident might seem trivial to you, but my father's life and my mother's ability to walk aren't trivial to us. Hit and run is one of the worst crimes a driver can commit. You only thought about saving yourself because you're selfish and self-centered. You'll face the consequences you deserve. Justice is coming, so be prepared. Once the police officially opened the investigation, they had Mom's original testimony and statements from people around Ashley. Eventually, Ashley herself confessed to the hit and run. She was arrested, faced a civil lawsuit, and David, as an attorney, claimed for the wedding fees and went all out against her. She lost everything. In the end, she's drowning in massive debt, facing criminal charges, cut off by everyone she knew, and completely alone. Even when she gets out of prison someday, a mountain of debt will be waiting for her.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.